So let's take a look at how all this recursive formula business might actually work in the real world. And one of the ways that we see this manifested or utilized is in financial calculations. And so here we have, this corresponds to page 694 in the textbook. This is real world example 3, use a recursive formula. And so here's what we're asked to do. So write a recursive formula for a $10,000 debt at 2.5% interest per month with a $600 monthly payment, and then find the first 5 balances. All right, so this guy borrows $10,000. He's paying 2.5% interest per month. That actually comes to 30% per year, so this is quite an interest rate. It makes a monthly payment of $600 a month, and then we're asked to find the first 5 monthly balances. Well, so he starts off at $10,000. I guess first we ought to write this recursive formula. Now, one of the things about interest rates, if you're given an interest rate expressed in a percent in a financial calculation, I can express that as a common ratio by taking that interest rate, convert it into a decimal, and add it to 1. So 2.5%, if I convert that to a decimal, 2.5% is equal to 0.025. And if I add that to 1, then that's going to equal 1.025. Okay? That's something good to know. Take that interest rate, convert it to a decimal, add it to 1, and you've got a common ratio. That's going to give you the amount of interest per month, and we're initially starting with what would be A1, which is this $10,000. And then we're also making a $600 monthly payment. So our principal amount is $10,000. We're going to be incurring 2.5% interest per month at the end of the month. And also at the end of the month, we're going to make a $600 monthly payment. Borrow the money, first payment's a month later. And your interest is accruing monthly. So let's put this in the form of a recursive formula, if you will. And I could say then that AN is equal to, and here's my common ratio, 1.025. You need to remember how I came up with that. That would be a star. I'd be putting that in my notes somewhere. AN minus 1 minus $600. That's the payment, $600. All right. So I've written the recursive, got to express A1, and A1 is equal to $10,000. Okay, so now it's asking me to find the first 5 balances. Well, I know what the first balance is. It's $10,000. But what about, let's see, A2 at the end of the second month. All right, so I've got 1.025 times, well, A1 is $10,000 minus 600. All right, let's get the calculator out here. So I got 1.025 times 10,000 minus 600. And that's going to give me 9,650. So at the end of the second month, this guy's going to owe 9,650. All right, so A3 then is going to be 1.025. That's 2.5% interest per month times 9,650. And we're going to make another $600 payment at the end of the second month. All right, so 9,650 times 1.025 minus 600. That's going to give me 9,291 and 25 cents. All right, so that's my balance at the end of the third month. How about the fourth month? A4 equals, once again, 1.025 times, this time I'm plugging in A3, A to the n minus 1. That's 9,291 and 25 cents. And we're going to make another $600 payment. And let's see what that equals. So 9,291.25 times 1.025 less another $600 payment. And my balance at the end of the fourth month is going to be $8,923 and 53 cents. All right. Well, we're one last step, A5. At the end of the fifth month, once again, 1.025. This time I'm going to multiply it by 8,923.53.53. Going to make another $600 payment. And what's going to be the balance at the end of the fifth month? So I got 8,923.53 times 1.025. Make a $600 payment. And my balance at the end of month 5 is 8,546.62. So if I were to write all that out, I'm going to do it right down here at the bottom. I got $10,000 is my balance at the beginning. At the end of the first month, my balance is 9,650. Well, I need to make a 6 out of that, don't I? 9,650. At the end of the next month, it's 9,291.25. And then at the end of the fourth month, it's 8,923.53. And at the end of the fifth month, this guy's going to owe 8,546.62. All right, so this guy has made 5 payments of $6,000. He's paid $3,000 in interest, $600 times 5. He's paid $3,000 in interest. He started off at $10,000. He owes a little over $8,500. So about half his money at this point is going towards interest, which if you got a 2.5% per month interest rate, 30% per year, 2.5 times 12, you want to get that thing paid off as fast as possible. But here's a real-world example of how recursive formulas are used. It's often used in financial calculations. There are some real-world applications to math.